Inspiring Vanessa here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I am back with a motivational video for you guys. And today is going to be like a sit down kind of motivational video, I guess. And I saw a video from, I believe her name is Adeline Morin, and she did a video about this. The video is really nice, and it's basically tips to love yourself. And I was like, well, I always do talk about loving yourself in a lot of my speeches that I do at different events and seminars, but I actually realized I'm not actually focused on doing a video like giving you guys tips and tricks on how to love yourself. So, hi cat. So I was like, why didn't I do some video to how she did it and share my tips on how you can learn to have more self-love, more self-belief and more self-confidence in yourself. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video. Let's get straight into it. My first tip to loving yourself is actually a fun thing that a lot of people don't really think about it, but it does make a massive impact, especially when you do it in the morning, is regularly reading out and writing down different affirmations. So affirmations is basically something or an inspirational saying, but you're saying something good about yourself and not someone else. So an example of an affirmation can be, I am amazing, I am powerful, I am me, I am special, I am unique, along those lines. And if you just write down a lot of things and write it down on a piece of paper and keep saying that every single morning, then that way you'll actually start your day off really well and you'll end up having a great day. Because as we all know, the mornings are the most important time of the day, and if you mess up your morning, then that means your whole day is messed up. So if you start off well, then that means your day is going to end up well. So that's one of my first tips. So always make sure, write down lots of affirmations, say it in the morning, or at least try to say it in the morning. You can say it out loud, you can say it in your head. It's probably best to say it out loud on the first couple of weeks that you try to do it, but you will see the big difference that it does make. The next thing is like, when you do spider diagrams and you have like the big bubble and different arrows and things like that, well, you can do the same thing with yourself. So put your name in the middle, or like your nickname, whatever it is, put your name in the middle and like do arrows and say things that you like about yourself. Don't let any negativity get through into your beautiful bubble, okay? We're always going to be thinking about the positive things about yourself and the things that you like about yourself. And if it's really hard for you, then I am so sorry. But now, thanks to this video, you can start loving yourself a little bit more. So my tip is to write your name in the middle and do little funky arrows, because then that way you will learn more ways on why you love yourself, and that's definitely going to grow your self-love, because the more you know about yourself and the more you know about your ability and how much or what you can do, that means your self-worth is going to start growing and your self-love is going to start increasing. Step 3 is to never ever doubt yourself. And the reason why you should never doubt yourself is because you are you. You're the only person who can do this for yourself as an individual. So never think to yourself, oh, maybe I can't do it, maybe I shouldn't do it because I'm going to be judged for it. Never ever think about what other people are going to think of you. Never feel like you're going to be judged for what you love and what you want to do. And that's why if you doubt yourself, well, there's a quote and it's, doubt kills more dreams than fear ever will. Something along those lines. And the quote is so powerful because before failure or before judgment, before any of that, it comes you before all these things come. So whether you fail trying to do something you love or something that you want to try and do, or whether you get judged for trying to do something you want to do, the first step that you need to take in order to doing this and having this reaction from everyone is you. You're the one who's going to be like, I'm going to do this or I'm not going to do this. And most people say they're not going to do it, and that's why so many dreams get put to the side, because no one actually ever believes that they can do it. So always believing in yourself is so incredibly important, and that would definitely grow your self-love, because then that way you will always know that you're capable of doing anything and you're ready to try something. Because you never know that if you don't try something, you never know if you're going to be absolutely amazing at it. Number 4 is always put yourself first, but never become vain or self-centered. This is actually a really important tip, because it's always good to put yourself first and know your worth, and know that maybe if you want to help others, that you need to help yourself first. You need to love yourself first before you can love anyone else. But you also need to realize that even though it's really good to look after yourself and focus on yourself, but don't focus on yourself over the extreme and start becoming a self-centered, vain person. Because really, I know that my friends probably know this, that I can't stand people who are full-centered or arrogant about themselves. Obviously, I'm so happy that they love themselves, but the fact that they're using that to lower other people's self-love just doesn't sound right to me in my head, and I hope it doesn't sound right in your guys' head either. And being arrogant and just loving yourself and being self-confident are two completely different things. They're on the other side of each other, okay? But actually there is a very fine line, and anyone can cross it at any moment on how they treat other people and how they treat themselves. Being self-confident is being happy and knowing and helping others so they can also have self-confidence. Being vain is knowing that you're going to be successful and not wanting to help anyone else. That's something wrong, and I don't think anyone would want to become a vain person. It's really funny because I'm a Leo, and a lot of people think that Leos can be very arrogant. Someone told me a couple of days ago when I met up with them, like, oh, you're not really like those kind of arrogant Leos that you usually meet. And the reason why I'm quite humble about what I do, well, usually I don't really want to tell people about what I do, kind of just want to get on with my life in a way. I'm like a split personality, if you might say. So the fact that I'm humble about it, I think makes it easier for me to get along with it, because if I was vain, then I wouldn't be able to get as many speaking gigs or interact with as many as you guys. Because if I was here talking all about myself and just being like, oh, I can do everything and you guys can't, then I probably wouldn't be where I am today. And that's why it's so important to always stay humble but still focus on yourself. And step number 5, or tip number 5, is to always, and I mean always, believe in yourself and always be yourself. And these two things are probably the most important steps of loving yourself. And the reason why is if you always believe in yourself, you'll always be able to. And the reason why these two elements and these two steps are so incredibly important and so crucial is, one, because this is going to help you overcome anything, whether it turns out the way you want it or it doesn't. And the second thing why it's the most important is just because it will keep you going on the hard times and on that tough road. And what I'm trying to say to you guys is, believe in yourself. Even if you fail at it and you don't do as well as you wanted to, at least you know that you believed in yourself and you tried to do it because you believed in yourself and you know your self-worth. The fact that you know your self-worth makes you more confident, it makes you love yourself more. And if you have self-worth, that doesn't mean that you're going to be put down every single time you think you want to do something. Well, that is coming to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely hit that like button if you enjoyed it. So also don't forget to comment down below one thing that you love about yourself. And also, if it's really hard for you to think about it, I dare you. And I, as Inspiring Vanessa, I am going to tell you, please write a whole entire list. Even if it's really hard to think about things that you love about yourself, always write down a list if you're feeling really down and really low, because yes, we do all have those days. We are all human beings at the end of the day. So always write a list about anything that you love about yourself. Even if you don't think of it and you recognize it as first, as long as you keep reading that over and over again, you are going to start liking those abilities and liking that part of you that makes you an individual and creates your personality and creates you. Also, if you like these kind of videos, definitely comment down below any other like self-belief, self-love tips, videos that you would like me to do, because I kind of like this video. It was really fun to film for you guys, and hopefully it will make as much as an impact for you guys and make you guys start growing your self-love, start growing your self-belief, and start growing your self-worth. And also don't forget to hit that red button down below, because that way you'll become an inspirator on this channel. And we all know that inspirators, whether they love themselves straight away when they find my channel, or whether they learn to love themselves on my channel, they will still end up loving themselves. So if you want to become part of that awesome cool crew, then definitely hit the subscribe button down below. But without further ado, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!